Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. I have got Charlotte Yeates on today's episode, and Charlotte is a natural born psychic with an engineering brain that balances female and male energy. And I love that because we do need to have both in business. But rather than go into a whole waffly spiel about who Charlotte is, Charlotte, could you just introduce yourself and who you are?
Hi, yes, I'm Charlotte. I'm also known as Spiritual Charlotte. Um, I'm just on cue. My dog starts to bark, by the way. So I am now trying to control the beast as well as trying to talk. So yes, I'm a natural born psychic. That means that I was born on call. So my mother's waters never broke, and it is an old thing about is if you're born that way, you're natural, you see beyond the veil. I love that term, seeing
Wow.
beyond the veil. It's so much nicer than saying psychic. And it also means that I'm lucky. I'm very lucky and I will never drown. In medieval times, I would have been killed at birth
Wow.
because I was being a witch. But they then would have taken the the bag and sailors would have used it to stop them from drowning. Somehow that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
You kill the magic, but then you want to keep part of the magic.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I, as a child, saw spirits, had friends. I used to play Monopoly with imaginary friends. I thought that was normal. I really did. I really thought that was normal. And then I realized it wasn't. And, went to school, conformed, and I did an engineering degree. So, and then went and worked in corporation. So I do health and safety, mostly in Fortune 500 companies. Uh, it does mean that I'm being intuitive in that job is great because you can sense when something's about to happen. And I've done that a couple of times and gone, we need to do something and we need to do something now. So intuitive in that job has been great. Also, with that, I was working on stress, resilience, pressure. Um, I'm going to say in the late 90s. I'm really old saying that. So that's when I started doing pressure, resilience, and stress. So yeah, then I married my soulmate in 2001. He died suddenly in 2015, left me with two small children, a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. So yes, I was left with what do I do now?
Hmm.
Um, Probably took me at least 2 years to get over the shock. And then I realized, well, I didn't realize, sorry, in in 2020, I had major surgery. I had my back went critically. And I realized at that point, I didn't realize, but I had been storing emotional trauma within my body. Uh, so from that point, I had an injection, surgery, injection. I had drugs to counter the drugs that I was on. I spent 6 months on diazepam. I've only just realised that as Valium. Darn it, missed that one, didn't I? Not realising it was Valium. So yeah, I could be that pure Victorian person going, "Yes, I'm on Valium, darling." Um, so, and then it wasn't until I started doing deep work, um, spiritually, that I don't believe we have one spiritual birth. We have several layers. It's like
Mm.
we don't just have one dark night of the soul. We have several dark nights of the soul. We have different layers that get us to our different levels. So I'd had several kind of spiritual awakenings throughout my life, but that one was major. I wasn't able to do very much. I had to go within to heal myself. I
Mm.
started looking at quantum healing. I was doing quantum healing, energy healing. I was accessing so much information. I would spend probably 3 to 4 hours a day meditating. Great,
Wow.
especially on the Valium or diazepam. uh, um, so, and I worked on the emotional and the spiritual level. I was also at that time doing psychic fairs, and I was looking for a modality, a healing modality. And there was a guy opposite me who was doing kinetic chain release, which is a gold standard in bodywork. And I watched him, and what he was doing was phenomenal. So I had a session with him, trained to be that practitioner, and that is what helped me release the trauma that was stored in the body. Because we have all the energetic levels of our body, we have our physical, we have our energetical, and we have our spirit level. And what can happen is it all gets trapped at different points. Our body is the densest level, and we have fascia, which is getting quite trendy now, that word. Have you ever seen fascia on a video magnified?
No.
You have to watch it. You then understand the term why we are light workers. Fascia is this pure, beautiful web of light. It's part of our body that doesn't get used in modern medicine. They only work on the skull and the muscles and the tendons, which is 40% of the body. And the fascia holds emotional and physical trauma. So when you start opening it and releasing it, you can release trauma without having to relive the trauma.
Amazing.
And you just think, and it is, and it's great because it's a physical modality. You're working physically on the body. For the people who are really scientific, oh yeah, that's me. It actually it actually works on both sides of my brain. I'm like, oh, spiritually I get this, and wow, even on the right, on that masculine energy side where you're going, you can get people in, and you can start them in to going down into being more spiritual by starting to work on their body and then doing, oh yeah, that bit of energy that's stuck there, yeah, that's one of your past lives. And they're like, going, if you said that to them straight away, they wouldn't get it. But
Yeah.
after a few sessions, they start to get it. So for me, the reason why I haven't brought it back to why energy is everything and everything is energy, energy is the beginning. Before you have a thought, you have energy. And I love that phrase that you have a thought, and that thought becomes words, and those words become what you say, that becomes action, that then forms your character.
Yeah.
But we're forgetting the right beginning bit is the energy. And if we get that energy right, everything moves forward in the right way. And so many people are not in the right energy for themselves.
Mm.
They've got lots of foreign energies in, so, if you're listening to a story and you get, as an empath, you get pulled in, you're taking on an energy that's not yours.
Yeah.
We need to have like energy hygiene to make us so that we're clean and we're actually in the right energy. Because if you're not in the right energy, you're going to be going down the wrong path. And that's the reason why everything, therefore, is also energy, because you're affected by all the different energies from the sun, the universe, gravity. It all comes back to the same thing.
It's all energy.
It's all energy.
Yeah. I think I really wish that this work, I don't know, will it ever get out there into the public world? Will it ever get out there into society where people understand how important this is? We hear things all the time about medical things, like what we should be doing and diagnosing things. We've got all these things that are happening all the time, but actually nobody ever talks about energy. Like ever, you just don't hear about it. Before we dive back into today's episode, I wanted to invite you to something really special. If you are a spiritually awake leader, a healer, a mentor, a coach, or visionary who knows that you are here to create real impact, I would love to invite you to my Light Leaders 2026 event. This is a one-day in-person experience in the beautiful Cotswolds on Tuesday, the 6th of October. And this is all about bringing together heart-led leaders who are ready to share their message, their magic, and their impact that they're here to make. This isn't just another business event. This is a room full of people who truly get this work. It is a space to connect, to grow, to step into your next level of visibility and leadership. And I'm really excited to welcome that Amanda O, as our official brand partner, will be there with me on the day. Amanda helps experts to turn speaking opportunities into real business opportunities, making her the perfect partner for a room full of leaders who are ready to use their voice and be seen. If you are feeling the pull to be in the room or to find out more, you can find all the details and the ticket link in the show notes. I would love to welcome you. Now let's get back to the episode.
You don't. I think probably because you could do the conspiracy theory that people higher up actually know a lot more about energy than they're probably telling.
Mm.
So actually, if you see what's going on in the world, they keep us in fear mode,
Yeah.
which means that we don't get into our energy. So that's what you can have that as a kind of conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
And then we're kept very much with energy as well, and medicine and all of that. You see, like people kind of talk about Chinese and Indian, South American energies and medicine and things like that. They don't talk about Western because ours got taken. The church came in and changed it. We had loads of healers who were killed when they were witches.
Mm.
We lost knowledge because people were afraid to speak up because they didn't want to be seen as a witch. So it is about we're now at the moment trying to reclaim our knowledge.
Yeah. Which is why there's so many more people doing this work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, it needs to get out there more. And
Yeah.
I kind of sometimes think when I have like some of my weird ideas, you look at scientists, high level scientists, they knew about energy.
Mm.
A part of me really wishes and hopes that Einstein was a psychic.
He
Because
was.
some of his phrases that he says about energy, you're like, and those words are being used today by energy practitioners.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's my own little madness that I sometimes think of. It probably isn't. Please don't sue me for that.
You said that I mean I think I've touched on this podcast before about how energy it gets stored in your body, doesn't it? Like negative and positive energy, and how it can actually show up as ailments, like whatever that may be. And for you, it was obviously having your major slip disc as well. Did you
Yeah,
know about all of this energy work before that had happened, or was it that happening that made you realize, okay, there's something more
that
here?
happening made me realize. I think I mean, you hear about the body keeps a score. You hear about those kind of things. You're like, go, yeah, that's not going to happen to me. Nah. And I got deeper into it because also when you go into it in a much deeper level, it was my lower back, which is my root chakra, which is about feeling secure.
Yeah.
My husband was my rock, and I'd lost him. He died. So actually, when you look at it, it's not a surprise that it happened.
Yeah, because you'd lost your security, which was obviously your yeah.
Yeah. But that's the reason why it shows up in different aspects. And what we do with modern medicine is we don't treat the whole body. We
Hmm.
go, oh, you've got that. let's deal with that. And we have reflective pathways in our bodies in so many different places that you could have a problem. I'm just going to say with your shoulder. I'm going to go with your jaw. You know, people who clench their jaw, a
Yeah.
lot of people clench their jaw. For women, that's not where the tension is. It's actually reflected here, but it's more likely to be doing with their pelvis and their pelvis being tight.
Yeah.
But we'd go to the doctor and the doctor would try and shoot the jaw.
Because that's the physical issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing. I remember going to acupuncture for I had sciatica years ago. And yeah, they treated, I can't remember where it was, but it was on my leg anyway. It wasn't anywhere near my back. They didn't touch my back. And I remember going in there thinking, why are you not putting these needle things in my back? That's where the pain is. But yeah, it's obviously all the different areas, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. All the different meridians, whichever one's blocked, they'll unblock it. And that's what they were doing.
Yeah. So how
Yeah.
can energy hold us back? Well, if we take this into a business side of things, how is energy holding us back or allowing us to move forward and flow forward in our businesses as men or women?
One is actually making sure you're doing, this sounds, you're doing the right thing in the right time. So it's almost like if you take feng shui, because most people understand feng shui,
Yeah.
you can have the right item in your house in the right place, and you can change your energy. The same thing would be true about business. It's you have to do testing and checking to see actually is that person the right person to work with me? Checking with your intuition. Do you actually get like a good vibe? Does your body expand? Does your energy expand? Do you like smile and do you go, or do you go like that?
Yeah.
Because if you're going like that, sorry, I'm, you're not going to be um, getting the right business.
Yeah.
So that's how energy affects it. Because if you're kind of recalling, going backwards with somebody, their energy is not good for you.
Mm. It's listening to
That
your body, isn't it?
and people don't.
Yeah.
Our body, our body, our body knows more. Our body knows before our brain does. And because it's reading the energetic signals that are kind of like in our aura.
Yeah.
And most people with the aura, your size of your energy field is if you put your arms out straight, that's how big your energy field is.
Wow.
So imagine how many people do you let into your energy field when you're at events?
Yeah. That's so
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
yeah, and if you're hugging people, you're getting them really close. So it's
Yeah.
about kind of cleaning, kind of keeping you grounded, keeping your energy systems clean.
I love that. And you can feel it, can't you? You
Mm.
know, when you go into a room, you can absolutely feel the people that you want to go and spend some time with, and the people that maybe are just like, oh, there's something that's not quite flowing here. Like I don't know, I'm not sure how I feel about
Yeah,
these people. It literally, it's almost like your own internal radar, isn't it?
yeah, it is, and people kind of just dismiss it,
Yeah.
and but that's how it can help you with business. But also, it's like if you said like wanting to do an offer, and you're like, that's the off. I've got offer on in one hand, and the offer, and actually, I think I want to tweak it. If you actually looked at the offers and sensed what was going on in your body, you'd probably know which one would work for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
guess you need to allow yourself the space as well, don't you? So it's not, I think so many people, particularly women, where we're juggling a million things all the time, it's very easy to just not give yourself that space to listen to your body because we're just so busy, 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 go, 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 to do list, to do list, to do list all the time. Actually, like if you're not giving yourself that space, you're not going to be able to tune into what your body is telling you. And then you
yeah,
just drive with your head, don't you?
you do, and I love the phrase that and I tell my clients this: we have three brains. Have you heard this one before?
No, I haven't.
I love this one. You have your gut, you have your heart, and you have your head. And what happens is your head listens, kind of takes control. So if you're wanting to do something, you could actually go, actually, gut, I'm going to talk to your gut. What do you think? Your gut goes, yes. Okay, heart, what do you think? And heart goes, yeah, that's great. Head, what do you think? No, no, not going to do that. No, I'm going to start overthinking. I'm going to overthink. No, we're not going to do that. And then you go, actually, I'm sorry, head. You got outvoted. Gut and heart said yes. You said no. And it's people, it is that kind of simple doing decisions by kind of focusing on your parts of your body that actually you can start moving forward so much quicker.
Mm. Amazing. With things like, I've done a lot of work on inner child healing and overcoming limiting beliefs and things. And for a lot of it, I think when I look back at things that I've maybe said no to, or that I made not necessarily the wrong decision, but decisions that weren't aligned to me, I think it was making decisions with my head. So with things like inner child blocks, any of those limiting beliefs that are coming up, does that tend to get held in the head, or can that also get held in your body? So like where you said about the three brains, would that be held in your gut or your heart?
It can be held in, it'll be held somewhere in your body.
Okay, so
So
it could be
yeah,
anywhere.
it can be anywhere. So um, there's a great technique that that I use also with clients, which is if you're feeling something, let's say you're in a child, you
Yeah.
go and find where that is in your body. It could be, for example, in your left knee. I don't know. That's a very random place, and you go and you just give love, unconditional love to the left knee. And the energy could move around because that's what sometimes happens because you've now released some fascia, it may move around. And then when it gets to somewhere else, you go give it unconditional love. And you do that until you get to a point of peace. And it actually helps release energy, especially kind of with emotion. That one's quite a nice, easy one to do.
Amazing. I love that. I'm going to try that after this.
Yeah.
That's like you can do that anywhere as well. You don't have to get yourself into like a zone or a space or anything. I could do that in the car.
Yeah, no, I'm very much um I'm a no. I mean, I don't. I'm the type of spiritual person who doesn't wear crystals. Um, I'm much more. Look, and like with doing rituals and stuff, I sometimes think that we are trying to overcomplicate it.
Mm,
It doesn't have to be as complicated as as it can be made out to be.
yeah. The answers are all there in our body, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
Amazing. You are coming to speak at Light Leaders in October, which I'm very excited about. What can we expect from you in the room?
Uh, in the room, you're probably. I am a hugger, despite
Same.
what I've just said. I am a hugger. I am also quite a high energy person. So yeah, I love being in those rooms. I love meeting new people. I love energizing people. It is about getting people's energy kind of expanded. That's that's what I'd like you is people to think about how can I expand and increase my energy. And I've got some fun things that I'm going to be doing during the talk as well because I don't do stand there and talk to you. I get people interacting.
I love that. And I'm so excited. And you're the only person I've ever heard that says, can I please have the after lunch slot,
Yeah,
that post
absolutely.
lunch slump?
I love that slump. But somebody recently I went, can I do that? They went, no. They went, I want you in the morning. I want you first thing. I was like, okay.
The post lunch slump. Can't wait for it.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, thank you
absolutely.
so much, Charlotte. How can we connect with you online?
I'm on Instagram. That's my playground, which is at the Spiritual Charlotte. I'm also on, if you're finding me on Facebook, it is just Charlotte Yeates.
Amazing. I will pop the links in the show notes below. Anybody, if you want to find out more about energy work, if you want to find out how Charlotte can help you, and just to connect, let us know what you thought of this episode. It'd be really lovely to have a conversation. We're all friends here. We all like to have conversations. So do drop us both a DM, and I will see you in another episode very soon. Thanks so much, Charlotte.
Thank you. Thank you so much.